Hello dear students, welcome back to your computer class. Today I am going to start the ninth chapter of your book, and chapter name is Understanding HTML. So before talking about HTML, let's talk about internet first, okay? Because as we all knows that internet is the very important part of our lives, especially nowadays we all rely on internet for many purposes, okay? And we use internet for accessing and sharing data and information globally, okay? And if we talk about that how things are happening on internet, so on internet all the information and stored and information data, whatever is available on the internet is stored at the servers, okay? And whenever we search anything or we whenever we do any task on internet and we access information, so for that it rely on servers for files, devices, processing power, etc. Means so whatever is required for our task, so it is accessed from the servers, okay? And servers store files and information in the form of websites, okay? So you all have noticed that you all must have noticed that whenever you search anything on internet, so it shows you many links for particular topic, है ना? And when you will click on particular link, so a particular website opens according to that link, है ना? So the servers store files and information in the form of websites, and these websites consist of millions of pages which contains text, graphics, videos, audio, and some links of other pages also, okay? So what I'm trying to say is कि servers store information in the form of websites, and websites are collection of web pages. So all the information, all the text, graphic, audio, video, whatever is there is stored on web pages, okay? So these websites can be accessed by different users around the world using internet connection, and whenever we open any website, so the page that we can see on the desktop is called a web page, okay? So means a website is collection of many web pages, and then those web pages contains information about the things. They contains audio, video, text, graphics, and some links of other web pages also. Means you must have seen many times whenever you click on a website, so it opens a web page, and then in that page you will find some other links also. So by clicking on those links you will go on another page. Like if we talk about our school website, so as you open the school website, so what you see the home page, and on the home page, that home page, so it's also a web page in which you have options to go to many pages. Like you can choose gallery from there, you can choose contact us from there, you can search anything from that page. You have many links for other pages about school information, है ना? So this is what I want to explain you, okay? Here comes the concepts of HTML. Where it comes? Think about web pages first, okay? Have you ever thought that what lies behind the web pages, how the information is is visible for us, how the fonts are changed on different web pages, how the designs of different web pages are changed? Because each and every web page you will find different, and it is different from other. So how we can making those pages, which technology is used at the back end to write the web pages? So we need a language to create website, okay? And HTML is most widely used language to design web contents for the internet. So HTML, it's a language which is used for creating web pages. Initially we create web pages using HTML, and then we can combine and we can develop a content for internet or for any purpose, not for the internet only. If you want to use it for yourself only, so you can do that also. Okay, now let's talk about the history of HTML. So the HTML is stand for Hypertext Markup Language. It is sought by IBM, stands for International Business Machine. It's a company. In 1980s it was introduced. So primarily it was known as GML, General Markup Language, and it was the powerful language that aimed at creating document in which one could mark the title, heading, text, font selection and much more. So basically when the concept was introduced by IBM, so it was not called HTML at that time, it was called GML, General Markup Language, and initially they think that they will create a document which will contain some kind of titles, some headings will be there, and we would be able to select fonts and some basic things. Okay, in 1986 this concept got standardized by ISO, Standard International Standard Organization, and it was renamed to SGML, and then it was renamed at SGML, Standard Generalized Markup Language. Okay, and then in 1989 Sir Tim Berners-Lee and his team redesigned the language, and then it was named as HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, so you all have seen there that initially it was called GML. Later on in 1986 it was standardized by ISO and it was renamed at SGML, and in 1989 finally Mr. Tim Berners-Lee and his team, they have redesigned the language, they have made some changes in the language, and then it was named as HTML. So right now we all called it HTML. So it's a complete code package. HTML is a complete code package that allow a user to create web pages. Okay, and for creating web pages using HTML we can include text and graphics also. So we can use the link also for adding more web pages with the single page. We can use hyperlinks and we can highlight the text, we can insert images, we can connect another web pages, and so many things we can do. Like you all have seen many web pages on internet, so I hope it's very much clear to you that what contents you find on a web page. I hope you can understand it very easily, that whenever you open, I gave you example of school website. Okay, so when you open the school website, so you write www.sumatriacademy.com, and then the first page that appears, so there it is called a home page of that website. So in that home page you will find many options. So as you click on particular option, so the related web page about that particular option only, it will be open, you know. So we can add hyperlinks for other pages also. Okay, now let's talk about hypertext. What is hypertext? So hypertext is the text used to link various web pages. So when we use a link to add the text which is used to link web pages is called hypertext. Okay, this text on a web page which on clicking opens a new web page. So as you click on that hypertext, so it will open a new web page. Like you all have observed on the internet, when you the hypertext you will find mostly in blue colors and it will be underlined, and when you click on it, so the next web page or next some information page will open. Next point is markup. What is the meaning of markup? Markup means highlighting the text either by underlining or displaying it in the different color of both. Markup is just meant for highlighting the text. So for highlighting text we have many options for highlighting the text. if you are highlighting any text, so you can underline it, you can display it in the different color, and you can do both. You can make it bold also, है ना. So like in MS Word, whenever you create any document, so for highlighting the text, what you does, sometime you change the background of that text, sometime you change the color of font, sometime you increase the size, sometime you make it bold. So same things we can do using HTML also. So markup means is to highlight the text. Next point is language. So language refers to the mode of communication between web pages. So HTML has its own syntax and rules, which are called tags. In HTML, we will create web pages, or we will make coding using tags. Okay. So I hope that much is clear to you all about history of HTML, and I have given a brief introduction about it. Okay. So yes, here some facts files are given, which you will read it yourself. Okay, and you will mention it in your notes also. Okay. Okay, last one, here you can find at the bottom of the page, HTML is not a case sensitive language. What it means by, whenever you will write the HTML code, so it is not case sensitive, means you can write in small letter, capital letter, in any. There is no compulsion that you have to write the code in caps lock only or small lock only. Okay. Okay, next is describing tag. How we will be describing tags, हमको tags कैसे यूज़ करना है. So HTML is a tag based language. As I was saying कि we will create a code using tags. So tag is some specific words that we will use. A tag is a piece of code which acts as a label that a web browser interprets. It instructs a web browser what to display and how to display. So a tag is like a code, okay, which we will use for creating HTML programs. And when a program is interpreted, so it is executed on the basis of used tags in the program. The tags describe that what should be displayed on the page, what to do on the page, and how to show the things on a page. So overall, whatever you need to show on a page, it is defined using tags. Okay, a complete tag having opening tag and closing tag. As you all can see here, you can see small and greater than sign here. So it is called when you use the smaller than sign, so it is called the opening tag, and when you use the slash before it, so it is called the closing tag. Like you can see in the greater than and less than sign, you will write the tag inside these marks, and when it is very compulsory to close the tag, so you will use a slash sign before that tag name. It is known as the closing tag. Okay, so we use various attributes in the tags that contain additional information. So it's when you will start making programs, so things become more clear to you. Okay, now let's have a look at the structure of an HTML document. You all can see here, you all can see HTML, head, title, and then they have closed head, and then body. These all are tags. Okay, so about these tags I will explain in the next class. This is how you have to write the program. Okay, you all can see where we HTML, head, title, these all are called tag, and the main content of HTML and these two lines, this is the text only, ये केवल text है, and whatever is written inside the greater than and less than sign are called a tag. Okay, and we always start the program with HTML tag, then we use head tag, then we use title. This is the sequence of using text. Okay. So that's all for today. I will explain the structure in detail in next class. That's all for today. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.